Alright guys, thank you for joining the video. We're going to be looking at the top 5 best DLC 3 Zombies GOROD KROVI gameplay features coming to this new DLC 3 Zombies map on July 12th. We're going to be going through a ton of stuff, a ton of features that we saw within the trailer. We're going to go through, we're going to rank them from 5 to 1, and I want to do this with you guys as well, and basically anything within DLC 3. So leave a comment below of what you want within DLC 3, what you're most excited for, and maybe something that you didn't see within the trailer that you want within the game. So again, leave a comment below. It doesn't need to be within the trailer. It could just be something that you thought of, and you have a chance to have your comment and channel obviously featured in the next episode of this. I will feature all the comments, we will go through them, and I will rank them from basically 5 to 1, or maybe we'll do like top 10. We'll do some pretty cool stuff, but I want to give a chance for you guys to actually be seen within the video. So again, leave a comment below of what you want within DLC 3. It could be in the trailer, it doesn't need to be in the trailer. Whatever you want, leave a comment below and you'll be featured in the next video. So that being said, let's go for 100 likes for this DLC 3 video, and let's get started. So we're gonna start off with number 5 here, Nikolai's Death. Now Nikolai's Death, again, this is actually the only story part of this list, because I want to keep it really focused on actual gameplay features, but Nikolai's Death is going to be huge, especially for the ending of the Easter egg, and especially of what's going to happen. So we will talk for a second about Nikolai's Death, because again, we have a bunch of different possibilities, a bunch of different things actually potentially occurring. Nikolai potentially never even dying, maybe even escaping Stalingrad before Richtofen has a chance to steal him and sort of get his soul and get the Black Ops 1 Nikolai's soul into the summon key to complete his goal, because Nikolai does not like Richtofen. Nikolai does not want his old self's soul basically to be put in the summoning key. So maybe he'll actually escape, maybe he'll actually just die from Richtofen himself, like the Origins Nikolai will just flat out die from Richtofen, because Richtofen doesn't want anyone getting in the way of actually, you know, completing his main goal with the summoning key. So again, a bunch of insane stuff could happen with Nikolai potentially dying, maybe even going back and killing Richtofen. There's going to be a huge feud, potentially a huge actual boss battle, not really between a zombie boss, but between Richtofen and Nikolai, very similar to the Mob of the Day Easter egg where Weasel almost fought off all of the characters, and if you died or if you didn't die, you get the cycle continues or the cycle has ended, and all that insane stuff. That could be the same exact thing with the ending of DLC 3, so that's definitely very exciting to look forward to that. Now, number 4 here, we have the first sort of actual gameplay feature, and it's almost a culmination of a couple different features here. Basically, the new punch, similar to the Ripper, the new shield that has this like sort of acid ability when you push it forward and you do like the rocket ability, and then just the different weapons in general, like the NX Shadow Claw and all of those insane DLC weapons being added within the game. Because in general, this game really just gave us a ton of new just weapons and content to actually use to kill zombies. Usually in past games we see the Wonder Weapon, then we just see the normal base wall weapons and mystery box weapons that we see within every single game. But this game, again, we have the punch, which is really sick. You can just go straight through zombies with it. It's so freaking cool. It has a really cool blue effect, and it looks like you can actually just destroy whole trains with that. So it's going to be amazing just for getting through the map in general. Being stuck in a corner, you can get out of a corner so easily with that. That's going to be insanely useful. People don't even understand how useful. I'm just thinking about training right now, getting out of a corner with that. Unreal. Also, you have, again, the different weapons. The different weapons are going to be really cool. The NX Shadow Claw looked insane within the trailer. All those rocket launchers, all those other weapons, the FAMAS, pack-punching those weapons should be really sick as well. It's good to like mix things up. You have the HVK, you have the Shiva, you have all these like normal weapons, but you need these DLC weapons in there to just make the game different, make the variety and the whole sort of spurs of the weapons just really cool and different, because it just is fun to use different weapons and abilities. And the last one here again is the shield. The shield just, it looks insane to begin with. It has this huge like dragon effect. It's almost like the Aparthgon shield as well, like the Shadows of the Aparthgon just servant, the Wonder Weapon, but in shield form. And then when he was like pushing it forward and he did the rocket ability, you almost had this like acid ray gun effect coming out of it. It really was an insane looking shield, and again, should be really cool as well. And it looks like you can maybe potentially upgrade it as well, because again, within Shadows of Evil you had the rocket ability, and you were able to upgrade within Shadows of Evil with that rocket ability. So maybe you can do the same exact thing within this new map, GOROD KROVI. So it's going to be really insane to actually see what you can do. But that will be number 4, just new weapons in general, new abilities that you can use to kill zombies with. Now, number 3, we have dragons. Now, dragons in general, we have a lot of insane stuff to talk about with dragons. Dragons are so hyped up. We've seen them leaked a couple months ago, but now we actually get to see what they look like. They're freaking huge, they're insane, and there are a bunch of different possibilities of what you can actually do with these dragons to actually kill zombies, ride the dragons, and there's just so much insane stuff, potentially stuff with the Easter egg. So again, for number 1 for this dragon thing here, I would say riding dragons is really what we're most excited for out of like all the dragon features. We can do like a top 5 dragon features alone for a video. That'd be pretty funny, but because there's just so much stuff you can potentially do with the dragons, it's just insane. So again, as you saw, the Origins characters were riding the dragons. Now, whether or not that's a part of the Easter egg, we're not so sure. Whether or not it's just an actual thing where you just ride the dragons just like you could just normally ride the dragons. You just go up to the building, get in the dragons, then you go potentially to the pack punch. You potentially just go around the map and actually kill zombies, because you actually saw the dragon was flying down and actually having these huge swarms of just fire go through all of the zombies. So maybe you actually guide the dragon to kill certain swarms of zombies. It could be similar to Mob of the Dead again in the same aspect where you go to pack punch, where you ride the plane, and people have been saying again, it's just like you ride the plane with the Mob of the Dead to go to pack punch and go to the Golden Gate Bridge and potentially do it for the Easter egg. For GOROD KROVI, you get on the actual dragon, you go to pack punch, and that same pack punch location is actually where the Easter egg ends as well, and that's where you acquire Nikolai and all that insane stuff. So people have been talking about that. I think it will be pretty insane as well, but I think dragons again will kill zombies as we saw within the trailer, and potentially bring us to pack punch, and or just be just similar to Mob of the Dead and just bring us to like an outside different location, or maybe just transport us to different parts of the map as well, because we saw this blueprint here where the dragon, and it has like different markings to where the dragon can potentially go. So maybe the dragon just brings you to certain corners of the map, and just you'll just get there faster, and that'll be pretty cool as well. So yeah, that's that for dragons. Now, number 2, we have the Ray Gun Mark III. Okay, the Ray Gun Mark III. I mean, honestly, I think we've been talking about this for a year and a half now. Really, like, I think right when Black Ops 3 was first announced, and right when we were like making theory videos talking about Black Ops 3, and right when Black Ops 3 was discussed, like, oh, is this year's Call of Duty Black Ops 3? And it was like January 2015, I think. We were talking about the Ray Gun Mark III, and it was just all over the place, the Ray Gun Mark III. There were just different leaks, different fake leaks, correct leaks, and it was almost just like this thing with the community, like, oh, when are we going to see the Ray Gun Mark III? And I said, again, like, within one of the Ray Gun Mark III videos, I was just like, okay, there's no like clear path as to when we're going to see the Ray Gun Mark III, because we didn't see an actual leak as to when we're going to see it. But I just said, and a lot of people were saying, if there's ever time to see the Ray Gun Mark III, it's going to be for DLC 3. We saw the Ray Gun Mark II for DLC 3 in Black Ops 2. So the Ray Gun Mark III for DLC 3 just makes sense, and we did in fact see it. It's a dual wield form. It's really insane, similar to the wave gun. It's going to be freaking crazy. Saw it in the box. We saw a little gameplay clip of it within the actual trailer as well. So it's going to be just insanely cool to actually use the Ray Gun Mark III. We've been talking about it forever. We've been theorizing about it forever, and now we actually get to play and use it. And I'm guessing we're going to be able to use it in like all the other maps as well, just like we were able to use the Ray Gun Mark II in all of the Black Ops 2 maps. So it's going to be pretty insane. Number 1, guys, you know what number 1 is. You know what number 1 is. It's Call of Duty Ghosts. Okay, Call of Duty Ghosts, guys. I'm really excited. Oh my god, what if I actually did that? No, it's actually the PPSH. The PPSH, okay? I was just playing a custom zombies map the other day on World at War's Clink of Evil, and I got the PPSH, I pack punched it, and I was just like, you know what? The PPSH is such a good weapon. It's like unbelievable. The look of it, it's just so freaking cool. It reminds you of that old style zombies killing weapon. The actual feel of it, it's like an LMG within an SMG. It's crazy. It's so much ammo. It's really mobile. It's such a cool weapon, and they brought it back in its original good full form fashion from World at War. They didn't change any of the stuff. They didn't do like the HG40 stuff. Like, it was okay, but like it wasn't the same as the MP40, the HG40, you know. But this is the full on PPSH. We hadn't seen it in such a long time, and now we're finally getting it for freaking Nikolai Stalingrad map. It's just such a perfect time, perfect scenario, perfect location. It's just so freaking insane, and I think you guys should have expected the number 1 thing that I'm most excited for, at least for DLC 3, GOROD KROVI, is definitely the PPSH. Can't wait to use that weapon, man. It's just unbelievable. We'll probably be talking about it again in a different video, doing some gameplay on World at War, looking at the PPSH, seeing what it's going to be like within GOROD KROVI. It's just absolutely insane. So that's going to be my number 1 spot for DLC 3. Top 5 best DLC 3 zombies features, gameplay features within the game. It's going to be absolutely crazy. And again, if you're watching right now, leave a comment below. What do you guys want to see within DLC 3? I would say more just stuff that we didn't see within the trailer, because you guys may say the PPSH, you guys may say the dragons and stuff like that, Mark 3. But again, I already went through that, so try to keep some pretty, like, unique ideas, maybe just stuff you've seen in past maps, stuff maybe from Mob of the Dead, stuff from Black Ops 1, just whatever you guys want to see, maybe stuff you just thought of in your own head, just like randomly. There's like an idea that you've never seen in zombies before. Let me know what you want to see within DLC 3, and your comment will be featured within the next video on screen. We'll read it off, we'll go through it, and I'll order it in, I guess, the amount of people on which they actually just comment the same sort of thing. And yeah, that's really it. And also, if you see someone comment the same thing as well if you agree with it, because that's how I rank whether or not it's going to be at the 5 spot or the 1 spot. So if someone already commented, I want the Blundergat back, you can comment the Blundergat again, so I can see, like, okay, more people, 2, 3, 4, 5 people wanted the Blundergat, so I can put it in its respective spot. So that's that, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you did enjoy. Let's try to go for 100 likes, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.